Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking Wednesday. What's happening? Good morning, good evening, everybody. We have Jack, Alex, and Ivan joining us as our early birds. Thank you guys. How are you? Alex has been doing a lot of trucking, I see. And Jack has been doing a lot of, spacey stuff. Yes, exactly. The new cooler, overclocked Clumsy. So, thanks for bringing that up. This will be the first stream where we are going to check out if the new overclocking settings, the new cooler, is working as it should. So keep your fingers crossed, and if I suddenly disappear, you'll know what happened. So far, temperatures, utilization looking very good. Hope it keeps that way, but I will monitor it. Let's see. So why are we going with ETS2? One is because I'm so hooked into the Volvo FH EVR sounds. That's one reason. Spacey things. Hey Nico, glad you could join. How are you? So one is the Volvo FH and EVR combinations, really just such an ASMR-ish experience. I've been driving around the map, and in 1.33 experimental beta, I'm liking the updates as well. Physics, new trailers, stuff like that. But the main reason why we have ETS2 right now is because I got a few messages from Kirill last night. He gave me a few parameters to try. He gave me a few settings in the Nvidia profile inspector to check out. And the combination of all those should, theoretically, remove the Skybox bug that we have been experiencing, especially when foggy weather is enabled. That's the idea. So when better to test it, sorry about that, than having a 3-hour stream just driving around and really stress testing foggy weather. Lurking as always. Perfectly fine. And so, let's get to it. But maybe first let me show you my Nvidia profile inspector settings. This is what Kirill showed, and I'm not really sure if this is exactly needed, but I think the main driver, the main thing that fixes it, are the launch parameters. So let me see. Euro Truck Simulator. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Let me share Nvidia Profile Inspector. Window capture, I guess that could work. Wait, I know it went dark. There we go. Let's load that properly in. Can you see that? Is that big enough? That's how it looks. We are using the 12C1 compatibility bits. And aside from that, we are using 4x anti-aliasing, both the setting and the transparency super sampling, and anisotropic filtering. But yeah, as I mentioned, I'm not really sure if this is totally required. I'm not really sure if this is needed. Oh, and I'm getting 100% utilization somewhere. You have your eyes closed. What is burning? Oh, my CPU. Let's see. Microsoft OneDrive setup. What the heck is OneDrive doing? Okay, it's normalizing now. Hey, Moon. Glad to see you back. Welcome back. You have your eyes closed. Yes. So those are the settings. I'm not really sure if they're needed, but let's play it on the safe side. So I have those right now. Okay. me remove them. And then in terms of launch parameters, I don't think I can show you, but I can paste it at least, so you can try it out for yourselves if you have foggy weather as well. So these are all the parameters that are set currently in the launch options. Let me message that there. Hey gato. Thanks for joining, guys. Doing a bit of experiments in experimental beta 1.33. You rode the my ATS car mod on the Mexican roads. How was it? What car were you driving? That's a very nice emote. Okay, let me load up the game. So with those launch parameters and with Nvidia Profile Inspector, and now I'm back to 400% scaling, it should do the trick. We'll see. Without further ado, let's load up the game. And let me make sure that I share it with you. If that was me, Nightbot would say something. Yeah, definitely. If you're typing something that long, Nightbot would, or Automod would probably capture that as something else. Just like that, what Ivan mentioned. Even just messaged his the car model, and Automod captured it. Oh. Continue. Okay, there is something wrong. Let me load up the game again. There's something wrong in loading the Steam inventory settings. I think Steam is down. Might be. I hope it doesn't remove my German Shepherd cabin accessory. But we will see. Yeah, Automod at its finest. Okay, let me start. Steam is down. Okay, so that explains it. That explains it. Loading Steam inventory items. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's see how that works. Steam is down. Hack Steam all by yourself. What a pro. Okay, in terms of mods, there is not really a new mod from what we had in the recent videos in the channel. But the main thing that I'm looking forward to, of course, is the sound effects from EVR for the Volvo FH. Then we have foggy weather over here. This is what we're testing as well. Aside from that, Chrono Megaliner is what we're driving with, at least for the first job. And I have to turn off music. News, Steam has gone bankrupt. Although to be fair, normally this is the time when Steam goes down for maintenance or something else. It's not the first time it happened. Hey Eric, welcome back to the stream. Hey Rob, glad you could join. And no lurking today. How are you? So we have the Under the Bridge background, thanks to the reward from the community event. So we didn't lose that, at least. We didn't lose that. So keep your eyes peeled, guys, for any difference in performance, graphics quality, because we're in unknown territory here. We have so many new factors. New ETS2 update, new launch parameters, new Nvidia Profile Inspector settings, new streaming setup. Well, kind of upgraded thing. So, we'll see. In terms of graphics, we have 400% scaling again. Ultra settings, basically. Set it to ultra and then set to advanced. Set the scaling to 400 and remove anti-aliasing. So anti-aliasing is ideally being handled by Nvidia Profile Inspector. But I'm not really sure if this is compatible, because as far as I know before, if you're using Nvidia Profile Inspector, scaling should be 100%. But Kirill said it's working for him, the inspector plus 400%. So let's try it. Maybe it does work. Steam is up again. Okay, great. Great. There we go. And we are currently in Sweden, ready to go to Finland, but the ferry is still not taking us in. We are looking forward to it. And yes, the truck is not in the best shape because I was testing the physics, and sudden braking is really taking a very wild approach. Lots of funky stuff happening. Seems like Windows 10 wants to force itself to restart. Ooh. How screwed would we all be? Yeah, we'll be playing offline. Okay, German Shepherd is still there, so I'm happy. I don't need Steam. I'm good. Yes, this is on Mac settings. So far looks good. Testing. 1, 2, 3. So far looking good. Let's take a job. We are currently in the northeastern part of Sweden, in Kapellskär. Of course, I don't know how to pronounce that. And I guess we could take... Where I wanted to go was somewhere in Norway. Haven't been to Norway in a bit. But we have to repair our truck along the way because you will hear some very painful sounds, engine sounds with 20% damage. But I guess that's part of the experience. Let's try it. Looks so real when you put it on 400%. Definitely agree. Definitely agree. You checked Tijuana, city that is right next to San Diego on ATS. Has the Mexico Extremo signs and it has top signs, what they said, alto. Yes, good. 2 new Nvidia things, you say AMD forever and then hide. Well, I have Nvidia and AMD, but my AMD is the CPU. And if you haven't heard this yet, EVR sounds, you should really put on some headphones. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened, Jack. There was a random event and then the car in front of me slowed down suddenly. So I put in like level 3 retarder and the truck just couldn't manage. The gears went wild and the truck spinned just by me enabling the retarder. So maybe we'll see that again. And by the way, yes, I also have this mod enabled. The real dashboard for the Volvo FH by NFSHP over at the Steam Workshop. Apparently he's an SCS employee now. Not sure when that happened, but that's cool. He's very famous for his real dashboard mods. This looks a little bit better, actually quite good compared to what Eugene has by default. Both of them are good, but I think this is actually realistic. Now I only enabled this now again because he updated it recently, because it was not fully compatible with 1.32 before. Like, it was working, but it was washed out. You know that problem with the textures where the things are looking white because of the 1.32 update? So that was the case on his dashboards, but I think he fixed it now. Thanks, that's the mods. The mods list. Yeah, Norway, I think we're up for a treat here. And let's see if the SCS Skybox issue will happen again. But I'm really hoping it doesn't. Good luck, Eric. Good luck. You might need it. Now we have the Volvo in both ATS and ETS2. Oh yes, and definitely I'm waiting for the ATS, the Volvo updates from Alexei P. Oh my goodness, this will not work. And I thought this was going to be easy. I think I have to steer a bit like this. Push the trailer at the back, the opposite side. Something like that. And then adjust again. Yes, the box liner is now available. You can check that out as well after this job. I'll let you guys decide which trailer to take. Okay, that should be good, I think. And then from here, I should be able to adjust. Haven't driven in ages. So this variant that we have is a low deck currently. Who was it? Was it Gato who mentioned that this setup normally would take like a 6x2 or 6 instead of a 4x2? But there is no 6x2 setup for the low deck. And I'm not sure if that's intentional, if there is really no such thing, or if it's just not part of Sogard 3's mod. Maybe after this job, let's see. I also want to test out the new flatbed options, because there are quite a number of new variants for the flatbed, and some of them are very interesting. Skeleton trailer looks so nice, definitely. It's not too customizable, but it looks really good. Doesn't need so much customizing. You can see the visit service. Oh, case in point. Engine won't want to open anymore. Oh goodness. There we go. Third time's the charm. OMG. Tequila. Tequila shot before we... What? How did they say it? One for the road. Yes, engine is broken because if you look at our truck, 21% damage on the truck, 4 on the trailer. It's because of the funky physics that is happening. Oh, and by the way, yes, I forgot to show. I am using 0 stability on the truck, 0 stability on the trailer. Is it just me, or is the text a bit blurry? Maybe it's because of the anti-aliasing from Nvidia. And the suspension stiffness is also 0. Yeah, and braking intensity is half than what it is usually. So this should be the most unstable setting, I guess. The most wobbly setting. So we'll see how that feels. What engine? Hey Trumpster. We have the 460 horsepower with dual clutch transmission. Sleepy time Clumsy, exactly. Look at that. That's Jack's favorite, isn't it? Wood fart. See them every time you go out to your front door. Ah, the skeletons. Skeletons on the road. Reverse into the docks. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is going to take some time. How are my temperatures looking? So far, hanging in there. Oh my goodness. That sound is so painful to my ears. We have to get this thing repaired. Fart control. Admit it. Who did it? Admit it now. Let's go with that. Language, Trumpster. Language. You know the rules, man. We've been through this last time. Yes, actually, that's exactly what happened, Eric. I think it was none of us. I think it was the truck who did it. And I think I should lower my axle. I'm not sure if I hit something or if it's racing and lowering the axle that caused that damage. Who farted? The truck did. Oh man. Let's try not to brake too abruptly. Otherwise, that damage might just go up to 40% or more. I can smell it from here. I hit it, okay. So it's not the axles that's the problem, it's the driver. It's the guy behind the wheel. Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just looking for a mechanic. Actually, should explicitly look for it. We can pass by Uppsala, have our truck repaired. It's 9:25, or we can pass by here. That's a bit more on the way. Yeah, that's a bit more on the way. Let's go with that. Exactly. Problem is in between the steering wheel and the driver's seat. I'm not saying who it is. Will not admit to it. Are you... What was that? Everything fine on your end, guys? I think there was a supposedly bad sound that triggered. Something popped. Are you supposed to lower the speed? Well, a while ago, yes, we were supposed to. When we were reaching that roundabout. Maybe I missed some of the stuff. Well, right now we are at 22. So 23 is not too far off. Is our goal 100? I hope it's not. Yes, it's real automatic, so that the dual clutch system can kick in, because manually shifting I don't think will work with the dual clutch. Will not be able to maximize it. Hey sports fan, welcome back. Glad you made it, man. I think I missed a message from Rob. Did Rob say something? I missed it, sorry. Lower the axle at such high speed. Yes, that's a good question. I'm actually not sure. But the game doesn't prevent me from doing it. So I'm thinking there is no restriction. But yeah, it doesn't sound safe, does it? It sounds dangerous to do that. Your truck doesn't seem to skip gears. It does, but not usually. Yeah, I think it's because of the dual clutch as well, that it is able to just hang on tight and everything. Just go through the gears, not skipping, but still not slowing down enough. I mean, not slowing it down. Slow down a bit. I'll be going straight through here. Okay, there, that looks good. 70 kilometers. So I'm slowly getting used to the layout, the rules here in Sweden. When it goes to 70, when it goes to 80. So sometimes I can preempt it already. And by the way, this looks a bit strange to me. This like super contrasty two-toned road. I'm not sure if that's like really how it is in real life in Sweden. It feels so different. I mean, two-tone is normal, but that difference, I think this is from the real Project Next Gen 1.4. That is... No, I'm not using it, Alex. I'm using Project Next Gen. I'm not sure if it changes... If they change the same trees. I'm not sure if they change the same trees. Have you tried it? The vegetation fix? It took the curve from Highway 111 to I-8. 76 miles. That doesn't sound so good. Okay, yeah. Exactly. That didn't end so well, huh? So when there is an interchange like this, normally The speed limit lowers to 70, but not always. But I think to be safe, I'll just lower as well. Don't tell Kirill. Yeah, I'm not using it even because I have Project Next Gen anyway. And I'm assuming it changes things, but I don't really know. Actually, the Volvo VNL default sounds are now very good. If you give them another chance, the default SCS sounds are now so good. There are like 6 different engine brake sounds depending on the current rev range you're at. So it's that detailed. And it has that pretty smooth low to high revs sounds when you're shifting gears. It's actually very realistic now. I don't have any complaints on the sounds except for the horn. The horn is still piano sounding. Kirill's veg fix on top. Ah, okay. Well, we can try that after this job. That's a good thing to try out, Alex. Thanks for the heads up. We'll check it out after this one. Please remind me. Do I drink beer? Yes, not so often. I usually drink wine more because wine is more low carb, so it's a bit healthier. But yes, I love beer. So if I up the retarder, okay, so far so good. Retarder is not acting up. Piano horn, the best horn. Climb, climb, climb. Yes, that horn. We all remember it. I can play a tune in it. That's how good it is. Oh yes, Krishvam is working on VNL sounds too. I heard his video, although I didn't use my headphones, so I didn't hear the exact beauty in it. It sounds good, but I think I'm pretty happy with the SCS ones as well, because they're super high quality. They're super crisp. Like you don't hear any muffledness in the SCS sounds. Like they're really high quality. So I guess the horn is the only sound that I would replace. Drumster, last warning. No discussions like that, please. You know it already from last stream. VNL horn only sounds good if you blow normal and air horns at once. Actually, that might work, huh? I'm not sure. Has to be in combination. I like in particular the horn sounds from what EVR did, this one. If you just tap it twice, or how many times you want, you can have it as quick as you want, or you can have the long one like when you're mad, when you hold it. So that's like varying sounds just using the same button depending on how hard you press it, basically. It's a very nice thing. There you go. Thanks, Alex. You'd rather drink Mountain Dew. Someone was hit by the hammer. Okay, let's get ourselves fixed here. I'm not familiar with real truck sounds, real truck horn sounds, but that is very nice to hear that it's actually pretty accurate. That is so cool. And this coming from EVR, I can't say I'm really surprised. He does like his quality work. Yes, I tried the EVR Mercedes MP3 sounds. When you asked that question, Alex, I thought you were referring to the Volvo FH, and I hadn't tried it before. But the Merc MP3 I did was so good as well. Although I think on my end, the clicking sounds were a bit conflicting for me. Like it was too clicky at times, and the indicator sounds were too loud at times. But overall, I think it was pretty good. Yeah, you see the low deck doesn't have a corresponding 6x2. I'm not sure if that's really how it is. That's the engine. 460 horsepower Euro 6. And we have the dual clutch, 12 speeds, 3.40 differential with the 11.73 as the first gear ratio. Is that how you read it? But we're not here for that. We are here for fixing. Look at how much damage that is. 22% on the chassis. Sleepy truck. And also because of the... I'm really liking the new feature as well, where you can buy trucks based on your current ones. Like if I go to a Volvo dealer, buy online and pick the My Fleet config, you can see I have 2 trucks. They are almost the same but different axles. So what I did is I started from one. So what I basically did was I have a low deck variant now and a normal variant. So I can just switch them and I don't have to like go to the mechanic every time. It's much more convenient and it was so easy to do. I really like that new feature from 1.33. Yes, repaired now. As good as new. Loud and fast in the MP3. Yes, that one I definitely remember. I remember I wanted to tone them down, but maybe realistically they are like that. And the gear clicking sounds when you shift, sometimes they like sound simultaneous, although I think it's realistic, but not too much my cup of tea. It's a bit disruptive for me. You have to start driving again. 6x2 low deck does exist. Okay, I see. So maybe the 6x2 low deck is really for this dual kind of double trailer, Scandinavian low deck trailer. Hey Joel, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? In real life it hurts your... Did he just stop for me? Oh, and yes, I forgot to show you guys. One sec. Let me see. Oh, over here we can test it. If I stop here, it's not working. Normally, the AI should turn on their hazard lights when you stop in front of them, and it would like cascade. All the AI vehicles stuck at the back would enable their hazard lights, but it's not happening right now. Maybe in a bit. Let's see. Maybe only on the highway. I'm not sure. Yes, definitely. The fleet config on the truck and trailers. It's been a long time request from people. But it's not really like an essential thing, right? It's like a quality of life improvement, and it's nice to see that SCS is really listening to the people and giving even that. So maybe let's stop on the highway somewhere, in the middle of the highway, and let's see if that behavior will happen. BRB sandwich time. Are you sure that's sandwich and not ice cream? The only 6x2 low deck you saw was a Scandinavian company. It was a Renault Premium. Makes sense because I guess normally if you have a low deck, you would have this like mega liner kind of trailer. And normally you wouldn't need a 6x2 for it. But in Scandinavia, you have you can have a double mega liner basically. And that would maybe require a 6x2. So it's only in Scandinavia where you will see it. That's how it makes sense to me, at least. Hey Patrick, welcome to the stream. Yeah, sure thing. Alex, can you help permit Moon? Thanks a lot, man. You can post it down, Moon. There we go. 6x2 low deck. You know, I'm really having a hard time determining if something is low deck or not just by looking at it. Bye, Mrs. Clumsy. Because I don't have good eyes. Like, I would have to look really low. What is the best indicator that something is low deck? So do you look at the front bumper and like try and measure the clearance between the bumper and the ground? Or do you look at the tires and see if they have small tires? Then it's most probably a low deck. Because that's how I would look at it. I would probably look at the tires. Thanks, Alex. You live in Amarillo and you just got a minor league baseball team. Their name is the Sod Poodles. Nice. How did that get decided? Who approved that one? Usually the fuel tank is smaller. Although if there is a side skirt you won't be able to see, huh? That's a good tip as well. So either the clearance of the front bumper, the tire size, or the fuel tank. Look at that, turning like a pro. That was pure luck. And look at the suspension, guys. Look at how much I'm bouncing here on the ramps. Although it's not too excessive now. I think they adjusted it. If you watch the silent trucking videos that will come out in a... Look at that, moon. Isn't that what you were looking for? If you look at the... If you watch the silent trucking videos that will appear later, I think, or a few days from now, you'll notice that the suspension is really bouncing. The cab is really bouncing on these ramps. I think they made it a lot more stable now. Usually they don't use side skirts though. Okay, interesting. You heard about that team on TV. Clumsy trucking even. It was a name vote with 4 other team names. And the Sod Poodles won somehow. Maybe someone was having a laugh. Well, it is definitely unique and catchy. Ground clearance probably. That makes sense. When the 1.33 beta first came out, the trucks bounced all over on the ramps. Yes, exactly. It was like on a... What do you call that? The castle thing that where children like bounce up and down? Bouncy castles? Something like that, but for trucks. Hey, and Clicker, glad you could make it. How goes the trucking? Welcome to the VTC, both in the VT log and trucks book. Boaty McBoatface vote. What kind of name is that? and if you guys noticed, I don't want to call it yet, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, indeed, we have not gotten the Skybox bug yet. So I'm not sure what changes it, what fixes it, but I'm glad it does. Thanks a lot to Kirill for this, and I think Cascade was helping a lot with this. I just followed Cascade. Looks like a really good guy. I just watched his stream for a bit because I didn't hear about him before. And Rohan and Kirill were talking about him, so who is Cascade? And then I had a look. And I go, wow, this is a cool guy. So I started following him. I'm not sure if his streaming time is matching my time zone though. Probably not. But he might be from the US. Do you guys watch him too? Temps are doing okay, yes. 59 degrees on the CPU. Fan is not really working hard. Just chilling there at around 1000 RPM. My case fans are okay. Around 60 to 70 degrees, my temps. Which is pretty workable. And I don't even have air conditioning yet. Yeah, I think it's working fine. Hope that this is stable. We will see. Keep your fingers crossed in their stream. Fan chilling. Yeah, no pun intended, but kind of worked, huh? True. I was watching one of the videos when I was looking at which fan to buy. There was this specific video, the most punny video I've ever seen. Like all the things you could think of that relates to fans, he made it in one paragraph. It's like, oh my goodness. Pun overload. Unfortunately, I can't really remember the puns, so I know the impact is kind of lost. Sorry, bro. But yeah, I'm still wondering about the roads. Like, this color is pretty nice, pretty fine. But the like super dark charcoal gray on the right and like pinkish red on the left, it's a bit weird to me, that kind of combo. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, this one feels very weird, but kind of, I guess it could happen. Hey Ninja Squirrel, welcome to the stream. No, they have not and they will not. So Mandelsoft confirmed this. I was reading through the beta thread. There will be no new area in Germany for 1.33, but they did fix a lot, like thousands of bugs that they found. And the rationale here is they want people to focus on the Baltic DLC. If they add the Baltic DLC and they add Germany areas, they will be quite like conflicting with each other. So they postponed that to a later version. OMG. Alex, 15 months. Our only gold badged sub so far. We can call Alex the Clumsy Elder or something like that. Thanks for the 15 months, Clumsy and community. Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you. Goodness. Feels like just a few days ago when you hit 12 months and now you're at 15. You can just call me old. That works too. Yeah, that works too, I guess. Let's try to make the retarder dramatic. Look at that. No, actually not. Oh, it's not too dramatic. I think for this setup, maybe the physics only screws up when I don't have a load. Because I got the accident when I didn't have a load. But now that we are 19 tons, well 24 tons heavier, maybe we are more like the center of gravity is more stable. GG indeed. GG. Can you squeeze in? Thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. Is this a new trailer? CNP. It's a Chrono trailer. But I don't think I've seen that before. It might be one of the new Baltic DLC companies. Because I've heard they're already there. You can actually see them in the trailer browser, I think. But I'm not sure if they should appear in Scandinavia. I guess it wouldn't be too far off. Blocking the entire road to truck spot. That's how we roll. Dinner has been ordered. Congrats. Is food delivery also famous there? We almost always do food deliveries nowadays. We're so lazy. It's an old company. Ah, okay, might be. You know what? Let's do that quick check. Actually, the contrasting road colors are not too bad looking, huh? They're a bit weird at first, but you kind of get used to them. And with the old lines, looks pretty real actually. Food control. Stuffing your face. How's the sandwich, Jack? Let's save it first. It's Project Next Gen 1.4. And it comes with an add-on for making the road lines worn out. Because the normal lines are like super white. They're like perfectly white. And you can change them so it looks worn out. And it looks even more realistic. It's gone. So I heard in the forums, I saw in the forums, if you look at the Schwarzmuller trailers, it's a curtain cider. It says that actually the Baltic companies are here already. I'm not sure which ones though. Yeah, probably that one. You think? No, maybe not. I don't know. Do we have any Finnish people here? Davey isn't here, I don't think. That's a very nice setup. Loving that pallet box at the bottom. It does look like... It does sound Finnish, I guess. TCN. This is Russian maybe, right? Cyrillic. Suprema. Yeah, Suprema and then Suprema Russian. Yes, so it is definitely there already. But we have not seen them on the road yet. So maybe they are only in the Baltic region, which makes sense. I like it. You have the normal, well, the English, or how do you say, anglicized, and the Russian version, Rosmark. How the heck does that become Rosmark? If I were to read that, I would read it as Pokmap. Pokmap. But yes, so it's nice that it's there already. So Baltic DLC looks all set. I guess they would just wait for 1.33 to be stable. And then maybe a week after, or maybe even less, they'll release it. I'm hoping that would be the case. Let's go. What time is it? 5 p.m. Okay. Merging lane. Sounded Klingon. It did, didn't it? I think that's a fair comparison. Pockmark and Rosmap. Oh yeah, it would fit very well in Rosmap. Maybe Altimeter can adopt it. Actually, I'm not sure how that works. If you have a skin, I guess it should be in the country file somewhere, like the definition and... Can you imagine? We have not taken a single photo yet this entire stream. What is happening to me? So yeah, I'm not sure where you set that. Like where you set that, okay, in this place, you set these trailers. These trailers can appear. But yeah, I'm sure our modders know their stuff. Man, that looks good. That looks so good. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely one of the patterns. I remember working with a lot of... I work with a lot of Polish people. And yes, their names are very consonant friendly. Like, how the heck do you read that? And then they say it? Like, what? Can I just... Do you have a nickname or something? Yeah, they do like their consonants. Or maybe they do hate their vowels. Vowels are for the weak. There we go. Man, the sky looks so good. So how has performance been on your end, guys? On my end, it's pretty smooth. Encountering a few frame drops, but I think that's because of the telemetry. That's just the limitation of my PC. But I think overall it's pretty smooth. I hope so. Performance looks great. Good to hear. How about on your end, guys? You don't like it? Okay, that's a good sign. Hey, Blue Army. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I also like how the reflections bounce off the road. Looks so real. Oh, what is this? Okay, that one is a bit clunky. that transition, yeah, for this gas station. It's a bit clunky, this sudden change there. That might be a miss. A minor thing. A minor thing. What's that on the bottom left? That is my personal overlay. That is something specific to the stream, so only you guys see it. Yes, exactly. I don't see it in my game. That's mainly for you guys, so you can see my speed, ETA, destination, source, origin rather. Things like that. It is quite performance heavy though, that thing. It takes up a lot of my CPU power. Clutch, brake, throttle. When I step on either of those, on one of those, they reflect accordingly. It's like what you see in the racing games when you watch the replay and then you see like which pedal is being stepped on. That's where I got the concept from. It's private at the moment, but when I'm ready to release it, when I'm happy, I'll give the link for sure. Yes, I'm on cruise control, so I'm actually not stepping on anything. It snowed an hour from here today. Oh, it's that time already. Yeah, even here in Singapore, it's getting colder. It's getting colder. And in here, it's very good news. 70? Yes. Oh, look at that shine. That's what I like. That's what I like. Is that a train or a track? Oh, and yes, I was supposed to play some farming sim today. I was really debating whether I should go for trucking or farming. And I ended up... Oh crap. Slow down, please. I ended up going trucking. I wanted to go farming because I wanted to get ready for next week. But Kirill made me change my mind. Last minute. Hey, Luke. How are you, man? Thank you for joining. 26. That is below 0 Celsius, right? If I remember correctly, Alex mentioned 0 degrees Celsius is what, 30 something Fahrenheit? That looks beautiful. Love that S-curve right there. I think we can take a dramatic shot here. How do we make it dramatic? Something like that can work. And then it's something which shows the truck in its entirety, I think would be good as well. Although this post is a bit of a party booper. I wish there was like a parameter. G poles 0. Just like G traffic 0. Surely like that one though. And sorry, just one more. Because we forgot to take, well, I forgot to take photos a while ago. We have to make up for it. Troll post. Exactly. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. One sec. Let me get a shot in. And for our new friends, this is not really a shot, just water. Oh. Although it does tend to make me a bit more clumsy driving. So maybe it has the same effect. Tequila! Not a very good example if I drink while driving. Maybe not so family friendly, right? Oh yeah, maybe vodka works better. Same color at least. Yeah, that's actually sneakier. Maybe I should go with that. I'm just observing my temps here. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Total CPU utilization is around 40%, with most threads around that range. And the main thread is a bit more utilized because ETS2 does not use multi-threading so much. It's starting, like it's I think using 2 or 3 threads now, but the main thread is still getting the bulk of the load. That hick is what nailed it. What is that thing? These roads are very plentiful with that. It's not a rest area. Or is it? It should be, right? I think it should be. But it's not marked as such, which is interesting. Can you imagine if SCS incorporated Project Next Gen and Foggy Weather and Jazzycat into the game? Oh yeah. Although they are trying to do that bit by bit, but of course, yes, at their own pace because of all their other priorities. But if you compare how the vanilla game looks now versus before, the tint is much better. The Skybox I think is getting better as well, although don't quote me on that. But yeah, overall the tint is definitely becoming more realistic. It's still definitely not Foggy Weather realistic, but yeah, step towards the right direction. In terms of Jazzycat, it does have a lot more AI cars now, and actually I don't have any AI car mods anymore. Like, I don't need it with the variety that's included in vanilla. I'm happy enough. And for Project Next Gen, well, yes, with the texture improvements, with the rebuilds they're doing, I think it's a step towards the right direction. That looks so good, goodness. You saw a while ago when we were driving through the trees and the sun was behind the trees. You can see the sun rays just seeping through. So good. Vanilla SCS lighting burns. Still not quite Foggy Weather. Yeah, I was mentioning it with you guys Whoa. I was mentioning to you guys in one of the previous episodes in YouTube that I was planning to remove Foggy Weather because of the lag, but then I tried removing it and it just looked so different. I couldn't. In the end, I decided, okay, I will not remove Foggy Weather even for silent trucking. I will just edit the video, so whenever the Skybox bug happens, I will pause the game, set the weather to remove the bug, unpause, and then I'll just edit the video to remove the pauses. So I decided to edit the video. I don't usually edit my videos anymore because it takes so much time. But I was like hard set on keeping Foggy Weather in because of how beautiful it is. I was willing to edit the video just to remove the pauses. And thankfully though, I don't think I need to do that anymore because so far we've been having a pretty clean, no Skybox bug thing. Blue Army, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel, man. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Yeah, still in beta unfortunately. But with these settings, maybe we are headed the right direction. I wonder how Kirill came up with that. I was asking him how he came up with those values, and he said Cascade was helping him test it out. But I'm not sure how they ended up with those values in the first place. If it's just trial and error, or maybe they read it in the forum post in the SCS forum somewhere, and then they tried it out, tweaked a few things. Man, look at that. I think we have to slow down. Looks like an intersection coming. Amazon announced its new HQ. Where was its old HQ based, and where would it be now? Can't play without Foggy Weather anymore. Oh no, wait, you don't have Foggy weather. Yeah, that's the only main gripe that people have. It's so good, but yeah, Kirill is such a perfectionist. He doesn't want to release it until it's fully ready. Where I really understand him, because it's such a pain. Imagine all the support he has to give if the mod is a bit unstable. How many people will complain to him and how he will have to respond to each one of them. So imagine the headache that brings. That's why I definitely get his point, where he wants to make it as smooth, as perfect as possible before he releases, because it's for his own good anyway. Like, imagine if he releases this now and this induces the Skybox bug. Imagine how many people will complain to him and how he'll have to explain the fix to each one. That's just too much work. And it's time spent not working on new things, but just answering people's questions. And even if he introduces an FAQ, even if he puts it in the README, I'm sure some people will not see. Man, that was a very steep hill. No wonder, because we are stepping into Norway now. It's been a while. Split between suburbs of DC and New York City. I'm trying to see the region. DC and New York City, they are not so far apart, are they? They're both... Is this right? Are they both on the East Coast? Or on the eastern side? Does anyone here read the README file? Exactly. I only usually read the README file when something goes wrong. But normally I just skip through it. That is the harsh reality. Have a good night, Blue Army. Thanks again for the follow. DC and New York are close. Okay, so my internal mapping is not too bad. I'm getting a bit of lag. I'm not sure if it's the Skybox thing, but it's not that bad. Temps are okay. Utilization is okay. Went a bit higher though, but it's not that bad. Pay attention to the shadow flickers if we'll see anything. No, we're good. It was just a bit laggy on that side, I think. Or maybe it did happen, but just for a very short time. About 200 miles apart. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, if in ATS, that's nothing, right? 200 miles is a short trip. Closer if you count the suburbs. Like the wider area. And look at that difference in the road markings in Norway. Yellow lines everywhere. Is this a new PC? Not entirely new, but a bit of an upgrade. Like, most of the main specs are the same, but I did upgrade my casing fans for better airflow, and I replaced my CPU cooler with a custom one, so I can overclock it, get a bit more oomph from my CPU. And I think it's helping a lot. The airflow and the cooling in general is pretty chill. Love that. Oh. Let's take a photo here. Love the winding, overlapping bridges. It's a hairdryer upgrade, exactly. No, but this is out from the... actually, this is out from the Clumsy funds. So, thank you guys for supporting the channel, because this is coming from you, basically. All the views, all the subs, all the donations. This is what made that happen. The hairdryer upgrade has not happened yet. I'm still thinking what I want there. because apparently the hairdryer is and that is so good, isn't it? Because the hairdryer apparently was super famous, this Dyson Airwrap thing for the ladies, that it actually ran out of stock. And I think the earliest time it will be resupplied is end of December or something like that. So Mrs. Clumsy hasn't gotten hers yet. And so I'm a bit I feel bad if I ask her to purchase something for me already without her having something of her own. She might feel bad. So I'm going to wait. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm thinking of what I can get. Any ideas, guys? What should we use the hairdryer funds for? Did something similar for you and your partner's PC a few months ago. Hopefully making it to 10 years with the same base PC. Nice. Yeah, initially I was thinking of a new casing, new PSU and everything, but don't need it so far. I guess I'll replace my PSU when it gives out. But so far, keeping my fingers crossed, it's okay. Buy a truck. Initially, I was thinking of buying a GPU, a 1080 Ti maybe, but I don't think I need it. It's nice, but it's not that necessary. I mean, at the moment, we have max settings, and my GPU usage is around 70%, so my GPU can still handle a bit more. So I don't think that will give out so much. GTX 2080 Ti, my goodness, I looked at the price there. The prices are double the 1080 Ti. AMD forever. I know nothing about AMD video cards, unfortunately. It's never too late to switch, right? Maybe. So yeah, I don't think I need a new GPU right now. I don't think I need a new CPU right now. I think it's working pretty well. So something else. I was thinking of a gaming seat. Like I mentioned to you guys before, the Secret Lab, the leather gaming chair. If you're familiar with DX Racer, the Secret Lab chairs I think trumps the DX Racer in all aspects. But in the end, I decided against it as well because I heard, and you guys also said to me, that it's pretty hot having leather seats. I think you'd need to put a towel on top of it, especially if the room is not air conditioned like mine is. I don't always turn on the air conditioning, so it doesn't work. A gold-plated hairdryer. Goodness, it's worth 3 hairdryers. 3 of the fancy hairdryers, even more. That's how expensive it is, at least here. With a Swarovski crystal handle. The X-Racer is hot for sure. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work. What I was thinking of as well, though, is if I get one of those fancy office chairs. The mesh chairs. This one is a pretty affordable IKEA. I think, what do you call this model? This very famous model. Marcus or something. It's a very famous IKEA chair with a mesh back. But there are those hardcore luxurious office chairs that are super comfy. And they are mesh, so they should be perfect for the Singapore climate. But the thing is, I think they kind of cost 2 hair dryers. I was looking at the, what do you call it, Herman Miller Aeron. I think that's one of the famous Herman Millers. Very fancy office chair. It looks so good, but I mean, I don't know how good it is. And it doesn't seem like it's worth the price. My goodness, more than $1,000 for a chair. There are some second hand which are priced way cheaper, but I mean, if you're buying a luxurious thing and buying it at second hand doesn't feel quite luxurious, doesn't it? Does it? It feels a bit conflicting. So I'm not sure if I want to go with that. If I were to buy one of those fancy chairs, maybe I would buy it brand new to really feel the luxury. But I don't think I will. I mean, this chair is fine enough. The only reason I might get a chair is because Mrs. Clumsy is eyeing this chair. She likes it. So I think she is happy to how do you say, get it passed on to her. and me getting a new one. That's maybe the only main reason if I would get a chair. The 2080 would be cheaper than your chair. Yes, I think so. Or they're almost the same price, something like that. What the heck? Well, that didn't happen before. Oh, I'm at the low deck. Yes, I forgot. Maybe it's more sensitive to humps like that. Speed bumps in low decks probably don't match very much. You could get it an RTX 2080 Ti run 3D Mark and use that as a hairdryer from the exhaust that's coming out. Yeah, I think that would work. Yeah, 2-in-1. That's true. Just have Mrs. Clumsy face the exhaust when she's drying her hair. So yes, still not sure. Had that same problem with the Berk low deck problems. Comes out of nowhere. It does drive pretty well though, doesn't it? These low decks. And if you look at the fuel, actually fuel is not too good for a low deck, but I guess it's reasonable. It's actually pretty good. Hauling 24 tons and having a double trailer setup like this, 39 liters per 100 kms is not that bad, I would say. Not as good because I remember I was able to get like 27, 28 before, having just a single low deck trailer. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And physics does seem a lot more stable now. Physics seems a lot more stable, a lot more realistic. Although I think at times it still is a bit wobbly. It will rub off what it doesn't want. Yeah, you got that right. Oh, are we coming through the... Yes, I think so. Or maybe not. No, I thought we were going through the roundabout inside the tunnel. Chris Sand? Isn't that like Christian Sand or something? Maybe the sign just doesn't fit the entire way. And this is what I like about driving in Scandinavia. The sun never sets. So you can literally drive the entire day. No need to sleep on the road. Bucket of Doom. Oh, I missed it. Good thing. Because I would imagine low decks and Bucket of Dooms don't mix. I guess Bucket of Dooms don't mix with anything. Croissant. How about that farm sim controller? Oh, that's a very good idea. That's a very good idea. Huh. Although I don't have space for it anymore. Where would I place it? Goodness. It'd be so nice. Doom. Only the Bucket of Doom gets its own fancy. Doom. Oh no 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 no. Did I do something wrong there? Maybe I turned too abruptly? But we surely slipped. Truck drifting for the win. For the loose. ALMAR makes button boxes. Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, I don't really need the Logitech ones. ALMAR can provide it. He looked away for one moment and missed it. Someone clip it so we can review what happened, what I did wrong. I think I turned too abruptly, but you guys let me know. Well saved. Is there no damage? Yeah, no damage. Close call. Yeah, I was driving very slow there, like 30 kilometers, I guess. Aha! Scotsman. Scotsman, I think, was driving an Iveco. Out training again. Take a photo. Rohan shot with a clumsy trucking in there. And by the way, if you guys want this decal as well for your Volvo FHs, I can send it over at Discord. Just let me know. But I haven't. It's just a DDS file you put inside the truck folder in Eugene's mod that replaces the custom how do you say, light box in there. No, just no. Yeah, those sounds definitely. Yeah, the only real handicap that prevents people from getting into EVR is PayPal, or lack of PayPal to be more accurate. He still hasn't been able to manage because of the Ukraine limitation on PayPal, but that would really increase his revenue by a huge margin, I could imagine. Sure thing, just wait for Alex to permit you. Christian Sand. It is Christian Sand, indeed. Aha, there we go. Doom. Good one. No drifting clip. Thanks, man. Oh, your drifting clip, you got it. Oh, there it is already. Okay. Actually, I'm not even sure if you need... Oh yes, you probably need it. I was thinking if you could post clip URLs, even if Nightbot doesn't allow links, but I think, yeah, Nightbot will catch you out. Alright, no worries. Thanks a lot, Jack. Clumsy moments. Oh, and here we go again with the speed bumps. Let's see if we can avoid damage. Oh, there are no speed bumps this time. Okay. Well, I'll take that. No speed bumps are better. And there is no speed limit here. But let's slow down anyway. Be on the safe side. Good. What time is it anyway? Midnight. Doesn't feel like midnight at all. No, this is vanilla Norway. But we have EVR sounds. We have 1.33. We have a double mega liner from Sogard. And we have foggy weather fixes. We have not encountered the Skybox bug since we started the stream. Kirill sent me some parameter changes to make the foggy weather, make the game more stable. So far so good. Yes. I think the true test though is when we get into modded areas. Like if we go to Mexico Extremo in ATS, and if it still doesn't happen on a modded truck in Mexico Extremo, then I would say that's the true stress test. That will be like the ultimate test if there is no bug anymore. Yes, Barcelona is also the ETS2 variant, or Trieste. Trieste is also pretty intense. Haven't been there in a while. Well, I guess we can't go here now. Can't go there now because it's, well, Pro Mods is not compatible with 1.33 yet. Why are we stuck on 12th gear? Bro, go to 11th. There we go. Sometimes the automatic transmission is a bit confused. Although I did remove the adaptive, how do you call it? Adaptive transmission. You know, that high powered or economy or balance or something in the controls. I removed it because Krishboom commented on one of the vids. I think it was the Mac vid I did. He said he normally removes the adaptive transmission because the behavior of the game is not very realistic. It's a bit buggy, so he just doesn't use it, and he actually models his sounds based on that setting. No adaptive transmission. So that means the best sound quality combination if you don't have it on. And so I try to disable it in all my profiles now to be on the safe side. Yeah, adaptive echo, that's the one. I used to have that as well. Yes. Yeah, when you... It's always what happens when you... Whoa. Getting pretty bumpy. When you step on the throttle fully, then the gear lowers and puts you in a higher rev. Which is, in theory it makes sense. But in practice, it just doesn't work. I don't know. So I'd rather have it off. Yes, I have seen it. Offline though. I have seen it just today when I was testing this one. Before I had that accident, I think. That got me 20% damage. It looked really scary. Although the smoke particles were kind of fake looking. They kind of looked repetitive from afar. Like when it's still like, how do you say, like how far that truck is. When the smoke was that far, you can see the texture patterns of the smoke. And it kind of repeated itself, so it was not too realistic. But when you got close in, it got really scary. And it got really smoky in the thick black smoke. And I absolutely stayed away from it. Funny thing is, the tanker has a flammable placard on it. Oh my goodness. Is this like Hollywood style? Hopefully not. Run! Definitely. Is it starting to go dark now? Kinda is. A random event with a truck, with a clumsy trucking trailer just spinning out of control. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Like the AI making mistakes for a change. Well, making mistakes on purpose. Trucks spinning out, cars stopping or screwing up, trucks beating the red light, stuff like that. That's one of the new flatbeds, I think. 3YE1203. What code is that for? What kind of ADR is that? They supposedly fixed the disappearing AI when you enter screenshot mode. Ah, maybe. Is that one of those technical fixes that they've done? Also, I'm not sure. That's a good point, Alex. I'm actually not sure which fixes the Skybox issue. Because yesterday, SCS did update 1.33 with a lot of performance oriented fixes. So I'm not sure if part of those might have fixed the Skybox bug, but I'm doubtful, but there's a chance that the improvements that SCS did for 1.33 also helped in making this possible, in removing the Skybox bug. They could do active random events like tankers spilling oil on the road so you can spin if going too fast. Oh crap, oh no! Can we avoid that somehow? Okay, let's go through it super slowly. See if we can Okay, so you had it even with the newest update. Okay, thanks Alex. So indeed, it is Kirill's fix that that removes it. Awesome. So thanks a lot Kirill, and thanks a lot Cascade for working on that one. Man, that is such a heaven sent thing to have. No more Skybox bug definitely means foggy weather all the way. And yes, we cleared that hump. I don't know how, because I saw the actual bumper stick into the speed bump. But fine, as long as there's no damage, I'm happy. Are you guys familiar with that? Have you had those in your youths? might be a bit longer ago for some people than others. Did you ever have like low profile cars? Did you ever drive one of those? I drove one of those, not too low profile but lower than usual. And in the Philippines we have a lot of speed bumps like that one we passed on the toll gate. You have a lot of those. Like if you're inside a village, it would be filled with speed bumps almost at every intersection. And you would have to like snake it. Like you would have to like do this like kind of snaking maneuver. Like you would move to the... Imagine there's a speed bump right in front of me. You'd have to do that and then like snake it like this so that you approach the speed bump diagonally and then go like that. Go back like that. And that's how you avoid the speed bumps on the low profile thing. It was a very interesting and very impractical thing to do. But back then, look at that. Oh, rip. Deadlock. And now they both have their hazards on. Oh, and look at them. Everybody has their hazards on. Because everybody is stopped. Rip Baroni. Let's join the club. What's happening, guys? Okay, let's go. You had the lower Toyota Celica a few years ago. Grounded it a couple of times. How did that car pass? Where did he come from? Watch it now. Watch which one, Alex? I think I missed that. He's talking about us. Watch it now. Okay, I get it now. No, I just threw it out there. I'm not sure who that would be applicable to. He put on his diplomatic face. Yeah, I was friendly as ever. AI and AI compared to player and AI. What do you mean even? Yeah, but I wonder if you can do the same with this truck. Like do that zigzag maneuver. I don't think it will work because it's like low profile the entire way. I think that maneuver will only be useful if your front bumper is lower but your like side is higher. Your side clearance, or however you call it. But if you're like low the entire way, I don't think that matters so much. I don't know. I don't think we want to find out. Man, the retarder sounds. I mean the sounds in general, so good. I had to literally stop myself from recording silent trucking episodes. So I'm enjoying really driving with this truck. Super smooth, super stable. Very nice sounds, very nice interior. And we have our friend just bobbing along with us. Bobbing along? Maybe he should be a shark then. Ivecas are awesome. Italia! Everybody get some popcorn. Moon and Scotsman, I think, are going to have a Peterbilt and Da moment. Kenworths and Volvos are the best for ATS. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to that. I'm okay with any brand as long as the interior looks good and the performance is optimized. Ivecos. Okay, looks like we have one more guy sided with Scotsman there. Kato looks like a Scotsman side friendly. If you raise your hands, you fall over. We're good. Don't even know how far we are away, but you guys do, right? Thanks to the overlay. Yeah, we're almost there. Christian Sand. This is one thing that I think Damien forgot. When he added the realistic lines, he didn't make those, how do you say, zebra lines realistic as well. So you get like a pure yellow thing and like a worn out yellow dash lines on the side. I saw the same behavior in some of the arrow markings on the road. Very minor thing, but maybe that can be fixed in 1.5 or 1.4 point something. Scania, meh. I'm pretty much a Volvo fan right now, as you guys can see. Never met a trucker that liked Iveco trucks. Fuso of Doom. Now that's Jack's truck. To be fair, only really Mercs you're not so bothered about, and Volvos. Volvos look cool. Although I think Scania has a lot of fans. I mean, in terms of real life truckers, I wonder if they really like Scania, or is it just a marketing thing? Because from my point of view, Scania is like a luxurious truck. And if you're a trucker and you get to drive a Scania, it would be a pretty nice thing. Like winning the lottery of which truck you're driving. But maybe not everyone feels the same. You do like DAF, you drove a DAF. Ooh, time for rain, guys. Time for rain. That came out of nowhere, but I'm happy to get it. And now we get the new rain effects in the glass. Oh, I love that. Those dripping raindrops. Sounds redundant, but you get what I mean. That guy has the new trailer. You do like DAF. You drove a DAF. Oh, you did. Nice. DAF, I'm sure there are a lot of fans. Scania is a highway beast. Put it on a dirt road or on a steep hill and fall apart in 2 kilometers. So it's actually perfect for how it looks, because it's like a, how do you say? It's like a diva. Like it looks high maintenance. Look at those drops, guys. Very, very nice, isn't it? And when you stop, they actually fall down instead of diagonally. Very nice. Also, I'd like to make a correction. When I made that video, that don't do this at home video, that 30-second video, and I was saying something about rain physics getting changed in 1.33. So Super Sobs cleared it up. That actually the actual physics of the truck didn't change when it rains. The only thing that changed was the raindrops physics. So the physics of the raindrops on the windshield. But it doesn't get slippier when it's raining, basically. So it's the same as when it's sunny, as of the moment. It just so happened that in 1.33, the initial release, everything was slippy because of the funky physics settings. So that's the clarification. DAF is Bakar. Judgmental. Still Fuso, right? The rain may challenge your cooling. Oh my goodness, yes, you're right there. It sounds so contradictory, but I think you might have a point. Although so far, looks good. CPU is even colder by 1 degree. CPU usage is the same. 40%. I think we're doing good so far. What the heck is happening? I think some of my tires are lifting off the ground. Transmission is getting pretty confused. Centrum. We were really amazed at what standard MAN TJX can do. Flatbedding with concrete at 44 tons. Getting out of quarries and dirt roads. Oh, a real work truck then, huh? With an automatic transmission, no problem. Amazing things. Nice. A real work truck. The MAN. Nice to hear. I hear that engine purr. Maximum gross vehicle weight. Total weight of vehicle plus cargo. Ah, very nice term. Fancy. 44 tons max weight or cargo? That's its entirety. 44 tons. That's pretty heavy, huh? Bucket of Doom. Let's try to see if we can match the Bucket of Doom. Oh, I missed it. Okay, fine. Oh, Jay, welcome back, man. How are you? Aren't you still on vacation? I thought you'll be back next week. How are you, man? How is Thailand? Has your tongue acclimated yet? Or did you not need to adjust? Maybe you're used to super spicy food back at home. Your terms are different. You speak English just fine, Gato. I can understand you perfectly. 44 tons of max weight is nothing though. Maybe not heavy haul, yeah. Maybe, but how many tons of cargo would that be normally? Around 20? 44 tons is the legal limit in the UK. Oh, is it? I see. Oh crap, how do we make this work? You can have 55 tons of cargo there. 76 tons gross weight. That's in Brazil, right? Wow. Still on vacation. Nice. Thank you for dropping by, man. Appreciate it. I'm not sure if you're updated, but Kirill, I think, found a silver bullet to fix the Skybox bug. We have not yet encountered the Skybox bug since we've been streaming for the past 1 hour 43 minutes. So I think the parameters are working. It's a combination of Nvidia profile inspector settings and some launch parameters. So when you get back home, I think you're in for a treat back with foggy weather. All good. Nice to hear. Excellent. Imagine that. 912 kilometers. Tequila. Yeah. I was so happy when I heard it. Skybox bug is gone. Not about the tequila, okay? I was not so happy about the tequila. Vodka. Vodka. Finally. Okay. So now we guys can put it to a vote. Which trailer would you want next? We can go with one of the flatbed configs, or we can go with the Krona box liner. So we can go with that. I think that one is new as well. What they usually put with this floor with container pins, I don't even know which is the container pin. Is it those things? Those things jutting out on the sides? Because if you compare that with the wood, that's what's different. And it does look like a pin, but I have no clue what it's for. Krona. Okay. Okay, looks like we have a winner. Oh no, configuration. No, no config this time. Not a lot. Your dad drives a B-double with max cross weight of 76 tons on normal highways. Wow. 100 plus tons. Wow, you guys are heavy duty. Building supplies option with the crane. Oh yeah, you can haul cargo with it. Unfortunately, you cannot move the crane itself, but yeah. No transcode. Oh yeah, Twitch hates me. Every single time, no transcode. Sucks. The container pin trailer is what you were driving in that Sofia pic. Ah, I see. What were you hauling then? Yeah, it's time to get back. And also, one of my favorites, if you haven't seen the video, this I want to try at one point. If you get one of the standard trailers, one of the box trailers, let's get, for example, an insulated one. There is now an option for a 4-axle setup. And why is it so good? It's so good because these two, front and back, are liftable. And they're steerable. So you can see the diagram there, they're yellow. So they're steerable and they're liftable. And what that does is if you're driving on the road, you can lower them all and then you'll have steering axles. So you'll be able to steer better, right? But then when you're parking, you can lift these two and you will not have any steerable axles at all, which means much more stable parking. If you've tried reversing with the steerable axle, then you know how sucky it is. At least for me, that's how the experience. Actually, this I think works as well. No, this one doesn't. But yeah, this, I really like this setup. Looking forward to driving that one. I was hoping that was available in other trailers as well, but I think it's only in these box ones. Only brand that can handle that weight is the MB or Volvo. Oh, they're the high-powered ones, huh? Container trailer. Yes, we will go with that. Computer will restart in 1 minute. Forced update, is it? Good luck, man. Hope it survives. Goodness, that looks so good, doesn't it? Under the bridge. Too many Fuso in Bangkok. Never too many Fusos. We're hauling used plastics. Nice. Okay, let's go with that trailer then. I'm not sure if I have it already. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I do. Let's buy one then. So what I'll do is I'll switch trucks. I'll switch to my normal Volvo. This one. It's a 6x2, I think. It's not a low deck. Yeah, it's not a low deck. Let's go with that. And then we can buy a trailer. Your last PC didn't survive the updates. Oh, that's crappy. Why, what happened? Back in Luxembourg. Now with bigger tires. And wow, that is such a different setup. Look at how far that is from the ground. That feels so weird now, how far that is from the ground. Wow. Okay. Let's get a trailer. Trailer dealer. That's a lot of trucks and trailers. Now the new thing is the box liner. This one is from Sogard. The Mega Liner and the Multus Double. That's what we were driving, the Multus Double. So this one in particular doesn't really have any config options. Well, it has technically, but almost nothing. One chain type, one body, one chassis, one paint job. You can customize it. Let's make that consistent. But and the dots are very limited. But more than makes up for it with the different kinds of cargo you can haul. Very interesting. Let's go with that. Corona tires. Or Corona. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Let's go with that. And we're done. Easy as that. No one really buys R730. They cost too much and have pretty much the same performance as a 540 or 600. Ah, interesting. Thanks a lot, Jay. I think you have US. Oh, Europe. What's it you mentioned? You mentioned that, Gato. What kind of trucks were you getting? I think Europe, right? 758x4 Volvo for special transports. Yeah. Did I miss somebody? Mobile phone? I think I missed you. Thanks for joining, if you did. Sword Chronicle Liner. Yes, it's a work in progress, right? I'll be sure to check it out. It looks so good. Super sleek. That's not the low deck, is it? Chronicle Liner. So that is similar to this one, right? Or I'm not sure what the difference is. What he's making with the included one. Wait a minute, did I buy the trailer? I don't think I did. Crap. I forgot to buy it, my bad. Let's do that again. Let us change the color. Put the spare tire in there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's put that in this one too. Bigger mud flaps, and we are good. Only European trucks. Okay, there you go. International gave it a try in the 90s, but the American trucks didn't do very well. Do you have like, how do you say, narrower roads than in the US? That's why the US trucks don't make so much sense. Cool Liner Meg. Ah, it's a Mega. Perfect. Okay, knowing Sogard, that shouldn't surprise me. Perfect. Now where do you guys want to drive? Because we're back in Luxembourg. And we can go to the UK. We can go back to Italy. It's been a while. I also have Romania map still here. I'm not sure if it works though, actually. I just didn't bother removing it. Your stream died. Is anyone else still there? Blackwall Tunnel. Oh crap, we don't have that now. Oh yeah, that's a good test as well. London will be a good test for the Skybox fix. In between European roads and American roads. More to the European style. Okay. That's why. Berlin. Why do I have nothing explored in Berlin? Oh, because maybe I explored the Pro Mods version, not the SCS one. Okay, so maybe we should just take a trailer. Trailer manager. Let's look for a load that we like. And then let's go there. And then you guys will call me cheating again. French forest or Italian black roads might be a good foggy weather test. Ah, that's a very good point. So maybe we get the best of both worlds. We start from the bottom, make our way down here. French and Italian. So we can start in Marseille. So I'm not sure how you determine it. How do you know if what you're going to ship is a box or a tanker? I guess if it's like this, it's a tanker. But brake fluids, these are, I think I hold this already. These come in a box. I guess that's because they're packaged already. But the motor oil is just really like still in its liquid form. Fuel tanker, that sounds dangerous. Let's see. So any preference if you like tankers or containers, guys? There's nothing going to Italy. There's one, Turin. But I think I want go from Nice. I don't miss trucking at all. Make up for it with all the Thai food. You have some long-nosed relics on the normal trailers around. Are you going to take apples? Are there apples? Emperor's Clothes. I remember that episode. You have to go more often. I think it was waiting for you to take a vacation, and then it went wild. Vinegar. Interesting. Chemical sorbent. That might be nice. Well, that might be nice. Yeah, go ahead and post some pics. That'll be awesome. So, used plastics. That's what Alex was hauling, but on a different trailer. So let's get... I have no clue. Vinegar. Let's try vinegar. Let's see what that will look like. It would look weird if that is in a tanker, isn't it? I would like to get some motor oil, but I don't think we have any. Some liquids, so we have a tanker. What is sorbent? It doesn't look liquid though, does it? Okay, I don't think we have a choice. Vinegar is as liquid as we'll get, so let's go with that. Same banana, same pay. Let's go with Waberers. That looks so nice. No red item at all on the log. Yeah, very nice. Fast loading. No Skybox bug. Normally when I teleport to some place like this, the Skybox bug immediately pops up. Sorbent, S-O-R-B-E-N-T. And that's how the trailer looks like. Looking pretty nice. Do you know if the number of axles changed the max weight? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the trailer itself is what determines the max weight you can haul. The type of trailer and the parameters in the trailer. But I'm not sure if it's related to the axles exactly. Absorbent. Ah, so like a tissue paper. Maybe. A fancy tissue paper for chemicals. Like a coffee filter. A substance that has the property of collecting molecules under their substance by absorption. Ah, so it is an absorbent. Makes sense. Hey, Danish Penguin. Welcome to the stream. That one. Yeah. How are you? Oh, we missed going to Denmark. Too bad. We were close, but didn't get there. Google it here, so thank goodness we have Google. Feels like the same truck, but not really, not quite. I have to double check my transmission. I'm not sure if I have the same transmission here. You could soak up all that vinegar. Why would you want that? Man, I love vinegar. Yes, I'm wondering about that too. Because as of now, it's only an experimental beta. And for sure, it will still go to open beta. And then, how long will that take? I'm guessing early December. Or maybe up to late November. This skeleton trailer looks so sleek, doesn't it? Super fancy looking. Can I make it like that? I think that will not be too bad. There we go. Doing good. Doing great, Danish Penguin. Thanks for asking. Parking brake. Engine off. Loader up. Long time for Pro Mods 1.33. Oh, you mean Pro Mod, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were only speaking about 1.33. Oh, it's a container, not a tanker. Dang it. Fine. Well, I'll take that. Also, I think the flatbeds can hook containers now, right? Is that what the pins are for? Actually, I forgot the screenshot that you shared, Alex. I was focusing more on the landscape and not so much on the truck. So, did you have like a flatbed but having a container on top? Is that what the pins are for? Because Jay isn't beta testing while on vacation. We'll have to wait for Jay to come back before that even becomes a thing. The flatbeds can take containers. That's okay, alright, that's the one. Yeah, I saw that from a screenshot from the forums. I was like, what is that? Like a flatbed with a container on top. So that's what the container pins meant. I didn't connect it immediately. There's a bit of an overlapping text in here. Just noticed. Volvo, yummy. Oh my goodness, Volvo in EVR. So good. Volvo with EVR sounds. Did you see that van just like bounce a bit? Like when he released his parking brake, his rear axle like sank down. Can I squeeze in, bro? Can I squeeze in, Mr. Officer? Monsieur? How do you say that thing? Maybe I should stop trying to speak French. Maybe that's the best thing for everybody. Container is very nice. Very detailed. All the markings, stickers, textures and whatnot. Oh. Sneaky. Sneaky. I'm very used to sneaking like that. In Manila, it's practically a requirement to be able to squeeze in. If you don't squeeze in, you won't get anywhere. New ATS Volvo 2. Yes, Volvo VNL for ATS. And with some very nice SCS default sounds. Really surprised the heck out of us. SCS is really stepping up their game. Available on the Steam Workshop. Not Piva, no, this is NFSHV, yes. And apparently he's an SAS employee. I didn't know. Maybe that's a bit new. I'm not sure. No more low deck here. We can handle speed bumps now. That's the name, that's the name. NFSHP something something. Not sure what it stands for. But yeah. Temp wise, we are good. Yeah, we're good. You're not hearing the fans, are you? I hope not. I'm not hearing anything. Brake! Goodness, that's hard to brake. But PV is superior. Yeah, I had to give it up. I don't think he has a Volvo FH dashboard. He has a Volvo VNL dashboard. Yes, definitely, Jay. Everything Volvo. All the goodies. Yeah, I think yes, Alex is definitely right. She should go on vacation more often. You'll be happy when you get back. Lots of new stuff to explore. Exactly. The Mexico Extremo update 2.1 comes out today, right? Or tomorrow for you, Alex. The one which comes with the special transport route. I'm wondering if I should dig in already. Oh, by the way, Jay, when are you back again? Will you be back next week, same time during the stream? Because we'll probably be doing some farming, and you are more welcome to join the multiplayer if you're available by then. Also, anyone else who's wanting to join the multiplayer, more than welcome. We can fumble around with FS19. I think it's going to be perfect timing for the stream because it says November 20 release date. That's 21 here. That should be next week. Ah, it might be a different day. Dang it. Yeah, or different time rather. If it's a different time, then I'll stream it the next day. I will try. And that texture is so smooth. Very nice reflection there. Good ears, yes. It sucks, but there is a... that's not part of my PC, by the way, Jack. It's across the street. They are restructuring the parking lot. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have any use for the funds they have, because they fixed some part of the parking lot. And when they finished, it absolutely looked the same. There were no cracks before. There were no problems before. But I don't know, maybe they just needed to circulate the money somehow. So now there is an ongoing construction, and the construction is getting close and closer to our home. So the sounds are getting louder and louder. Goodness, this is so good. Let's take a photo. Outside view, yes, definitely. Looks kind of cute actually. Let's take a photo there, so you can see it better. Oh yes, Alex the sheep will be back. And I wonder who the horse will be, because apparently you can ride horses now. Thanks a lot, Kato. I'll have a look after. Mexico Extreme updates you tomorrow. But sometimes it takes an extra day for the emails to get out. How do you purchase it, by the way? Is there like a website, or is it more like you pay via PayPal or something, you send a receipt and then he sends you via email? Is it more manual? Because I have to take note of the lead time as well if I'm going to decide to purchase it, because I might do it last minute and then the map doesn't arrive in time for the stream. It's a very nice looking trailer, very cozy looking, and look at that road, guys. And yes, exposure is still adjusting. That's good to see. We're good, even with Nvidia Profile Inspector settings. Alright, Moon, thanks a lot. Glad you made it today, and thank you. Catch you next time. 20th morning. Perfect. So you should be here then. See you then. Until then, enjoy. Cute. Yes, there's a cute new trailer. Let me show you. In 1.33, there is no other description that I can give it. That is the normal length, 3 axles. There is now a cute trailer. That guy. Oh, yeah, look at that. Looks like a rigid if you set it up like that. Yeah, perfect for city hauling, I guess. Can ride the horses now. Oh, Jadar is back. Jadar is back. Oh, that was fast. You pay via PayPal and they send you an email. Okay, I see. So I have to purchase it as early as now if I'm going to decide that. Thanks. For that one axle trailer, you need a 750 horsepower 8x4. Anything else is too little. Hello? Something is wrong with my gears. There you go. Did you notice that? It was stuck in the 11th gear. Wouldn't downshift. And because we are at very low revs, the retarder didn't do any work. Or it did minimal work. Because of such low revs. My goodness. This is such a nice sight. Textures, the sky, and I forgot to enable the vegetation fix. Okay, let's try that next time. That's what I wanted to haul. An ADR. Let's try the vegetation fix next time. I think it was fixing some trees. Spruce, birch, I can't remember. But I don't know how to distinguish them anyway. There are also add-ons in foggy weather. I saw that change, I think, the timings of the sunset, sunrise maybe. I think I saw one for each month. I haven't tried it though because I don't like earlier sunsets, so I'm sticking with this one. Hey Chris! Hey, long time no see, how are you? It's only 3 AM but you're awake, so you dropped by. Don't play too much on PC since yours is bad, but you play games on PS4. Nice. How have you been? Are you back in Norway? Or are you still in Manila? Well, it's because of the time, it's I guess you're back in Norway, huh? For good? Turn lights. We can go up to 90 in here. I almost forgot. Oh crap. It's too close. Without foggy weather. Why? Out of memory issues? Well, maybe if you try the fix, maybe it works for you too. Try out the fix first. Yeah. I guess Kirill will be sharing the fix on the foggy weather beta channels, so you can all give it a go. But I'll let him share it because I'm not sure if he wants to share it already or if he wants to do some more tweaks. But I think from my point of view, it's pretty stable. We haven't had the issue once. It's pretty smooth. Love it. Oh crap. Are we in Italy now? Seems like it. Didn't notice the border. Yes, foggy weather is now for 1.33 only. You can avoid updating, so you can still play in 1.32. And I think maybe the fix will still be applicable there because it's not really updating foggy weather. It's more on changing your game parameters, things like that. Can't go back now. Yeah, the ducks will be a waste. You're in Norway for good now. Ah, nice. Good to hear. And you're back with your steering wheel. That's it. Doing good, man. I'm glad to see you're enjoying your PS4. Get more RAM. Download more RAM. Correction. What car is that? Is that new? That seems like a very specific logo at the back. I'm not familiar with it. They'll stick with 1.32 until the official release. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you want more stability and if you want pro mods for sure. Tesla. How about that one? Hummer. HUMR? Interesting. Perfect. Now that's perfect braking. Doesn't happen often. Man, I'm so excited for Farm Sim 19. Even the missions they changed. It's now called contracts. And you really get an immersive experience now. Remember before in Farm Sim, when you do missions, you're like, okay, plow the field for me. And then you have the combine, you attach it to the implement or something, and then you finish the field and it's done. It's like trying out the field, how to work the fields. This time, I think you have to deliver it yourself. So you harvest the wheat, for example. You put the wheat on the container, and then you deliver the container to the shop. So it's an end-to-end thing, and you can now have multiplayer contracts, so you can work together on a contract. And I think that's what we'll be doing during the release next week, because there is an option to start with a farm, there is an option to start from scratch, so you have to work on contracts first. And I think that's what we'll be going with, to get an experience of from bottom working our way to the top. Swerve a little bit. That one? No. We have to give this guy a name. How about Jeremy? I don't know. Chevy? If Kirill's fix works with 1.32, then you will be pleased. I think it should. But we'll see. We'll let him communicate that one officially. Did you keep those traffic sounds? I have the traffic sounds only in ATS, but this one here, nothing. I think I might want to try it though, because if you try and hear it, the sounds on the AI is pretty flat. Sammy the Shepherd. Rover? Spot? Those are some very good dog names. Rover. How about Rover? Sounds too good though. Sounds too proper. Not clumsy enough. I don't know. Bob? Oh, Bob might work because he's bobbing all around the place. How literal is that? The dog looks impressed. Planning to save up for your own PC now. That's a good deal. Yes. Go for it. And looks like the lines on the Italian roads aren't faded. If you look at the lines, they're perfectly white. Yeah, this is nice to look at, but not so realistic, is it? I largely prefer the faded out lines more. Fuzzy Bob? FB? Actually, that sounds kind of cool, having like an acronym for a name. FB. Although that kind of sounds like Facebook. Maybe FB not so much. Okay. Braking with the retarder is working pretty nicely so far. Not like other times. I guess when you're slowing down on a level ground, it's not so bad. But when you start to slow down in an incline or something, uneven road, that's when it gets tricky. Lots of passengers on that one. Also, the graphics on FS19 looks to be really next generation. So many things they improved. I'm just a bit, how do you say, hesitant on how the performance will be. I mean, the streams, the footage so far is pretty smooth. I'm not sure how it plays out in normal people's PCs though, just like mine. Hopefully my PC can handle it. So much buffering and lag. Is that hotel internet? Might explain. Oh, that is so white. Almost there. That was fast. Hotel Wi-Fi. Scotsman can relate. He knows the pain. Just a few more days. Yes. And you'll have a lot of things that you'll be happy with. Worth the wait. Here we are. But yeah, this feels so light, this trailer. Doesn't feel like I have anything on my back at all. Compared to the previous load that we had, 9 tons of vinegar is nothing. Usually FS games are quite smooth on release. Ah, that's perfect. I hope so. I hope so too. I'm excited. I can't wait for... Oh, that's the one, right? Yeah, the flatbed and then container pins, and then the container is attached on top of the flatbed. Seems a bit out of place. Seems a bit unstable, but yeah, I guess those pins really do their work. You have mobile net 4G thingy. Ah, I see, I see. What is that? Is that a bridge? Might be one of the iconic bridges in this place, huh? Where the heck is the parking? Can I see anything? I don't see the line at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ah, there you go. Okay, now I see it. Skip that in. Not the most even parking, but I'll take it. You're in an apartment, so no hotels. I see. I think so. Yeah, I think so. They should be able to haul normal types as well as those containers, but what have you seen, Alex? Are they always containers? Yeah, Wi-Fi before was horrible. I can imagine. Oh, only use plastics. Nothing fancy in here. Let's try a different trailer. We're rich after all. Let's try one of these. Let's put that to the test. Let's get one of those container pins. Hey, Ackerman. Welcome back. HCT, anyone? Not yet. Not yet. Soon though, soon. Floor with container pins. Oh, it has the 4 axles. I like this. Yes, let's go with that. Definitely. Let's get that custom color in there. Is it possible to change the wood there? Probably not. Pallet box? Does it make sense to have a pallet box here? Maybe just painted boxes. And maybe on this side that one. Yeah, that can work. A bit uneven. Give it a bit more flavor. With anything but a container. Okay, so maybe it's always a container, huh? I see. Let's see. Let us see. Can I put a Corona tire here? Like that? Not sure if it will fit. I think I can do that. A Corona wannabe. Right? Pick that one. There is still no copy paste here. That's still the one thing that is missing. Change the tire. There may be other loads. Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Black one. Yeah, you can hear the drilling now. Pretty loud. And that one, that one, that one, and that one. Yeah, this is the next quality of life issue that you can get, like a copy and paste button here or somewhere. There we go. Yeah, but it's good, Jay. These two are steerable front and back, but you can raise them. So when you're parking, you can raise them, so it's easier to park. It's brilliant. So good. And this is one of the new ones as well, Standard Echo. To be honest, I don't really see what the hype is all about. People were like really happy with the Standard Echo. I'm not sure what's the big deal with it though. I mean, for me, these two look almost the same. Well, it has a different light there, but not such a big deal for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Pitka Kuletus, ready for Finland. Long vehicle, wide vehicle, not really. Just normal size. I guess we can add a beacon there. And a mud flap there. Didn't really understand what's so echo about it. Me neither. Me neither. New computer cooling. It's not airflow, it's not water cooled, it's drill cooled. Sounds scary. Good. Alright, we're good there. Do that and then we can do one more job with it. Let's see how that feels. Make sure I purchase that. Let's put it in Roma. And then let's use that. Thank you. And then let's look for a job. Echo bumper equals plus 100 horsepower. If only. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, that one doesn't look like a container. If they can put that in a container, I'll be impressed. And that one too. So yeah, it looks like it's it can accommodate both kinds. The normal ones on the flatbed and a container type thing. Milano. Yeah, you can also see the different names now, English names. Davey might be pleased. They actually integrated his mod in the actual SCS files. Makes it anglicized, I think Davey calls it. Maybe there's more to come to go with it. I hope so. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jack, but it's a bit near. It's only 57 kilometers. Maybe we'll find something. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yes, let's go with that. Definitely agree. For the FS19 hype. Rocket assisted bumper. For the boost, now that's plus 100 horsepower. Yeah, I think you got it. And I think I have to... yeah, no trailer. Now trailer. Magic. Oh, I love that. So let's test it, okay? Let's test it. So if I steer with this, let's see, 4 axles it is. And if I turn left, then the axles here should start turning. They are turning. The one in front is the same direction. The one at the back is the opposite direction. And they're steering opposite ways, so just perfect. Look at how nicely that moves with us. Beautiful. And then when we raise that, that should not then get in the way. I think when you raise an axle, it still turns. And I think mechanically speaking in real life, it can go either way. Raised axles can still steer or not, depending on the mechanical config. But I think in SCS's side, they just maintain it that everything steers, even if you have the axles raised for simplicity. Which is not a bad thing. Cheating? Fine. Cheater it is. The 4 axles look very nice on the brick trailer with the crane on the back. Oh yeah, that's true. Very heavy duty looking, right? Yes. Okay, let's try this. So if I do something like this, and I want to reverse into that one, but I don't want the steerable thingy, which distorts my estimation, I can raise them like so, and then I can steer in peace. Yes. So if we look there, are they steering? I can't see. One sec. I don't think they're steering. No, they are. They're lifted, but they're steering, I think. Yes. Very subtle steer. Yes, they are steering. Look at that. How sharp they are now. And if they were on the ground, we would be going wild now in the turning. But since they're not, I have more or less a handle on things, on how it steers. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Yes. This is a win. Love it. So it's easier to park and easier to maneuver while we're going forward. Cheater! What? What did I do? No more unpredictable trailer, I know, right? Hey! This is not a container. It's actual straw. Interesting. Well, I'll take it. I was expecting to get this in a container. Yes, very nice. Is this new? This is actually very cool. Let's take a photo. But this time, let's lower those axles so we look pro. And bouncy trailer hype. Lift them up, lower them down. They're a lot more stable when you're not moving. Okay, take a photo. Hey! That fits very well here. Yeah, that can work. That can definitely work. Something like that. A close-up to see how the textures look. Sure. Which one? On the straw? I don't think it's very high res. Yeah. It's a bit My Summer Car-ish when you go super near. But from afar, it's not bad. Yeah, from afar, it's not bad. Stop eating the cargo. Control yourself, Alex. Control yourself. I wonder how these straps are working. They're linked to the... they're connected to this. Like there's a hinge, a hook there. So we don't really make use of the pins this time. That's for the containers only. Rather, we use these hooks to strap them in. Strapped in the load. Which makes sense. Yummy. Burp. We might have the thumbnail. I think you're right. I think you're right. Fart control incoming. The axles were lowered after loading the cargo. No, I had to lower them manually, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, that bug has been fixed already. And before in 1.32, I think they had that bug. Turn, baby. Turn. Oh yes, this is beautiful. From the standard distance, they look nice. Yeah, I think the textures are just right. They could make it higher, but it would only be a benefit when you close up on them. Very nice. Farming sim hype. Ratchet straps. They're never that clean. Ah, that's what you call them. I see. It's too perfect then, huh? They're hauling straw for your new farm next week. Exactly. You got it, Chris. You got it. We're going to our new farm. And we're probably going to go with that European map with the beautiful castle on the top as our farming sim map. Looks so good. How much weight is it? 15 tons. Nothing fancy. But for straw, reaching 15 tons, I think that's a lot, right? That's really well packed. Not too, like, not hollow at all. No! Part of our farm. Why are you going the opposite direction? We should be headed the same way. Maybe Alex is in there somewhere. The Volvo looks a bit too pretty for this load though. It's a bit too, how do you say? It's a bit too clean for this kind of farming load, I would say. Those were cows. Jeez. Same 4 legs. Farming convoy to help Clumsy build this farm. Yes, that's what we need. Yes. Wouldn't that be nice? Like having a community event, delivering all the farming implements to a certain place. The straw, the cows, the sheep, the tractors, and everything. And then jumping into FS19 and then playing and really farming then. Now that's some role playing. Oh, a bit more needed. Approaching too fast. Okay, there we go. How's the steering axle going? Just right. Not too shabby. Not too wild, the steering. Just enough. But yes, having the ability to race them during parking is perfect. That's what I've been looking for. Torino Est. Est is east, right? Ovest is west. Sud and then nord. South and north. Good thing the spelling is pretty close. Not too confusing. No Resports fan. Hope you had a nice one. There we go. Oh crap. Something changed in the... I don't know. In the speed of the barriers going up or with the speed on the truck. But before, 30 kilometers was perfect for that. Now 30 kilometers is like getting too close to the barrier before it went up. Not sure how to explain it quite well. It's not bad. The barriers are different now. Oh, there you go. So the speed, is it what changed? I almost hit a few barriers along the way when I was slowing down to 30. Did they change the logic somehow? So far so good. I'm happy to report this to Kirill afterwards. He'll be happy. Although I guess he would probably expect it also that it works. If you go through the standard toll booth, the barrier doesn't raise until you approach it, even after paying. Before, after you paid, the barrier rises already. Now, the barrier only comes up when you're near. I see. So that's why. So that means you have to approach it slower. Makes sense, thanks man. Always thought we could have events with other sim games, like transporting fuel to airports would make planes refuel in a game, like flight sim. Hauling stuff like farm equipment could come up, could up the... yes, that could be a thing, huh? Making a system, like a whole database which links up to the different games. Like having a VTC, but having it interconnected across different games, that would be so cool. Yeah, maybe eventually. That's an industry ripe for picking. Hey Rohan, glad you made it, man. Made it in time, we still have 20 minutes. You must go much slower in the barriers. So that's why. Thanks. Now I know. Now I know it's not just my imagination. Yes. No Skybox bug. World of Simulation. Oh yeah, the dream. The dream. I mean, it doesn't even have to be one game, everything. They just have to have like APIs. Like they just have to be able to support sending information to third-party systems. Like how ETS2 is right now. We have loggers which can keep track of where you're going, what you're hauling. That's enough. What we need is like other games to do the same thing. Like for example in farming, how do you give information to the game, and how do you get information from it to the website, to the system, third-party software or system? And if that can be managed, the sending and receiving of data somehow, then I'm sure someone, a brilliant mind, can come up with a way of integrating these different games and connecting their deliveries and whatnot. That would be so cool. Will it crash pro mods once it's compatible? I don't get that as well. Yeah. Or you mean, will it be enough to handle even pro mod stuff? This fix. Because right now it's vanilla. I think I get your point. Wait a minute. Many reported that pro mods is the main reason for crashing. I don't think that's accurate. I think it's the number of objects. Because even in ATS, I think we were getting the problem that we were having problems with the photo studio, remember? The game hanging and stuff. And I think it was basically like an out of memory thing or a technical ceiling reached. But with these new parameters, that should be fixed, I think. Yeah, connected online data between sim games. So they don't have to be the same games, but if we can connect them via third party, that would be a very good next step. Because connecting all the games, all the different types of sims in one game is, I think, maybe not in our lifetime, I don't know. But the third party connections, I think that's very feasible. Just have to work together for it. I'll have to slow down, crap. When you're vanilla, it works fine. I think it depends on the map, how complex the map is, and how many objects are getting loaded. Because I had the problem in Mexico Extremo, if I remember correctly. So it's not Pro Mods itself, it's not Mexico Extremo itself, it's the complexity of the map. And because modded maps are usually very complex, very detailed, that's what triggers the problem. But yes, that is a good question. If this fix is good enough for modded setup, and maybe on Friday we can get to test that with ATS. If I can get my hands on the new Mexico Extremo thing. Let's see. Dang the lag. Dang it. 4G in Bangkok doesn't work as well. Apparently. Although the last time we were there, it was not bad. It was not bad, but maybe not enough for streaming. Italia. Good to be back. So yes, do expect a couple of silent trucking videos coming out this week. I just can't help myself. This truck is too good. And even more now that the game is smoother. Goodness. And I think my upgrade is working pretty well so far. My temps are basically the same, around 60 to 70 degrees. Fans are not working too hard, just enough. Yeah, we're good. We are good. 16th floor. Not enough signal strength. Maybe you should have to watch like that. Stick it to the ceiling. Aeroporto. Is it 40 here? Yes, it is. I'm fully reliant on the retarder now. It's such a good braking implement or slowing down implement. Don't have to tire your foot out on the brakes. Don't have to worry about wear and tear so much. Very nice. And I like the sound, especially the sound of slowing down. It's like similar to like a train. What is that similar thing to the retarder in a train? Are those the dynamic brakes? The ones for slowing down? I like it. Like having a separate sound for it. Feels more immersive. More things to tinker with. You just heard from someone that you can pause the game with F1 when using camera. Yes. Yes, that's what we did before in Mexico Extremo. When we were having problems going to Photo Studio because it was hanging, instead we went to 0, we paused the game with F1, and then we took a photo like that. Now I have to brake a little. Dynamic brakes, there we go. We are in Italy with that Caso. Yes, where's our tour guide? I think he's on a break. He's on vacation. Man, how beautiful that engine just revs. And how those, I don't know what all those sounds are. Some suspension, some hydraulics, or whatever you call that, but I do like how that all combines into one, I don't know, cohesive sound for the truck. Oh my goodness, come on. Almost there, but not quite. Thank you. And I am on the wrong lane. My bad. Raises hand. I would like a cinnamon roll. Oh man, that's a pretty nice looking truck. Whoever is in that has good taste. Nice one, bro. And what's even better taste? It's that Clumsy trucking skin. EVR never disappoints, so definitely. That was my exact feeling, Jack. I installed FS17 yesterday and I downloaded a new map. Like a small map. I think it's the old stream something. The name of the map is. I think it's one of the most famous ones. It's perfect for like single player and quick games. But yeah, and I was planning to stream it today. But Kirill got in the way. Yeah, FS hype. Have you watched any of the live streams yet, Jack? They're not as pro as the FDev streams, but they're pretty nice for getting a feel of how the game will be. Builds the hype well enough. Oh, the gun. Oh crap. No, Alex won't like that. Alex, I think, likes this one. This is all for Alex. Fancy car, that one. Is that Rohan's new car? Or maybe Alex's? Fancy. Okay, let's get here. Work with me, trailer. A farm sim, yeah. I am not sure how to play flight sim. I don't know how to fly a plane. No clue. So I'm stuck. Farm sim is how it works. Love the way most of prisoners didn't know much. Yeah, it was a bit weird. Like it's like they were also seeing the game for the first time, and it was nice. But I mean, for a live stream that to build the hype, it's a bit. Maybe we just got spoiled by FDev. FDev is so pros. Like they have all this agenda for what to present and stuff like that. And I think I made the wrong turn here. I should have just gone around the other side. First, I'm not sure how much it is. 30 plus bucks, I think. 35 maybe. But I am going to purchase it for sure. If I don't get a key, I'm going to purchase it. Actually, you know what? I might just purchase it, and if they do give me a key, I'll just use it as giveaway. We'll see. But it's really promising because farm sim is not only for farming. It's about delivering as well. Like there is a new mechanic where you can your cows produce milk, right? So there will be milk cans appearing on the farm. Those milk cans you can take on your tractor or in your truck. You can buy a trailer, a milk tanker. You can haul them there, and then you can deliver the milk to the shop. So it's like ETS2, mini truck sim as well. So it has that aspect even, including the loading and unloading to a point. So it's very immersive and it's very nice. Do I need my axles, my steering axles? I think I can live with them. Yeah, I think I can. Actually, I think I'm under steering here. Yeah. Giveaway, you'll win this time. We'll see. We'll see if I still have some funds. I think they went to the fans already. One sec, guys. I'll be back on chat in a minute. Just focusing on this one. Come on. Work with me here. There you go. Thank you. That sure does it. Actually, even with the steering axles in there, it's not too bad. Not too wobbly. Not like the usual ones. Going to buy FS19 for all of us. Time for you to stay quiet. You still know how to drive a truck. Apparently, it's stuck somehow. Hey, nice job. Good job, guys. We did it. We did it. Now 7 minutes left, so no more time to do another job, but we can play around a bit. Impressed with the game Kirill is playing YouTube. Foundation, yes. Is it good? I haven't watched it yet, but it's been appearing in my notifications for quite a bit. I think it's been out before, or it was early access before, and maybe now it's in a beta. I don't know. But that's the final straw. Man, I should have used that line. Now I'm regretting it. Where should we go? GG. We did it, guys. Let us go to the mechanic. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Hey, wait a minute. I think I can buy this. And then we can go to the mechanic. You can purchase Foundation from the developers, not on Steam yet. Ah, I see. Is it more like... Does it use more like your creative side of the brain? Or is it more like... objective, if you get what I mean? Like optimizing, making the town work and stuff like that? Or prettifying it? Because if it's prettifying it, I don't think I can play that so much because my creative juices will run out very quickly. Not like Kirill. Kirill has infinite creative juices. And that might get J-Dard, I know. But I'm going to risk it. Oh, look at that. Is that new? Vigili del Fuoco Corpo Nacional. An Italian fire truck, maybe? Pretty cool. I think that's new. Alright, Jay, have a good one, man. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Even if you have sucky 4G, you still were here. I'm not even sure if you can hear this, but thanks, man. Can't wait to catch you next week and play some farming. Have a good one, man. Fallout 76, GTA 5, RDR2. Don't forget to raise your axles. Oh yes, you're right. Have to save up on wear and tear. Where is the mechanic? Oh, no, this is not the mechanic, this is the garage. Yeah, so like normally when we don't have the fix, by now we would have gotten the bug already because we're in a very heavily populated city. But so far it's looking pretty good. What a flop. I was looking at it. There were some, how do you say, not so good feedback about it, but maybe I'm just cherry picking the comments. Didn't really read everything. New garage, yes. And then let's go there and end the stream. There, that's one. Actually, let's go around so I can discover the roads as well. Yeah, that one. You hear me? Okay, great, thank you. Stream is ending in 3 minutes, yes. You did publish one video. How did you like it? I didn't even purchase it anymore. I knew I wouldn't be able to spend so much time in it anyway. I need to come early now. Yes, DST shift. So wait a minute. DST is off now, right? The daylight savings has been turned off. Or is it turned on? I'm confused now. He forgot it's earlier now. Yeah, his clock still hasn't adjusted. Very nice textures here. Loving the road textures and the markings. Very natural. By the way, the floor is invisible inside the garages when you look at it through your mirrors. Oh, I didn't see. Is that a 1.33 bug? Didn't notice. Good catch. Unused games, share them with me. That's how it is, right? When you're young, you have so much time but you don't have money. When you get older, get to start working, you have money but you don't have time. And then when you grow older, you have money. I'm not sure about time, maybe it depends. But yeah, there's a saying about that. So it's a bit tricky. But yes, we have to all learn how to balance things. You've only seen it in 1.33. It might be. Hopefully it's been reported already. You don't have time and money. Good start. Ah, there we go. Time. That's right. Money, time, and energy. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. There are 3 factors in there. That's what I was missing. Good. Ouch. You just don't have money. Yeah, plenty of energy, not enough time and money. And Jay has money, but not enough time. Look at all his games lined up. So perfectly within the working class. Another one of these fire trucks. Notice the lack of old people talking. Why is that? Is that because of no energy? Are you at that point already? Not naming names. Not naming names. Not talking about anyone in particular. You have $22 till Thursday. Stupid bills. Goodness, hang in there. Cup noodles might save you. No energy. There you go. You can either have money or ETS2 DLCs. Oh, that's not the question at all, right? It's not even a thing. Vape much. Fingers can't even be bothered. Not enough energy for your fingers. That didn't sound so good. What? Okay, you can see the shadow on the trailer leg. Which is, I guess, realistic. Just looks a bit weird with the dot hanging in there, you can see. Looks a bit weird. Are you speaking to me? Not naming names. Not naming names. Right on schedule. Kinda-ish. But yes, let's leave it there. Thank you guys for joining me on this Clumsy Trucking Wednesday. Not to get a shot. Don't mind him, it's the tequila and vodka talking. EVR hype. Can't remember my name, so please do. Thank you guys. Really enjoyed this one. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day, have a good night. I'll catch you on Friday. Right now the direction is Mexico Extremo 2.1, but we'll see if something comes up or if something does not. We'll adjust as needed. So keep in touch. Catch you on Discord, guys. Clumsy Trucking, and have a good one. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Really enjoyed one. And thanks especially to Alex for helping me moderate today. First ban, I think we did. Thanks. Have a good one, and Clumsy Trucking. Let me toot. Cover your ears, guys. It's a bit loud. Thanks and bye-bye.